Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Val?
Here.
Anticipated speakers on the agenda, please respond in the affirmative. Deborah Scher?
I am here.
All right, good evening, Deb. Walter Hartley? Sean Brennan?
Present.
Katie Crockett? David Fontaine Jr.?
Present.
Frank Bayer? Frank, I know you were there. I saw you. I was speaking to you before.
Yeah, I just saw a notice that he got kicked out, and he's asking me what happened. I'm not sure what happened here.
We're not sure. He can get back in, I'm sure. Good morning. I'm sorry. Good evening. This open meeting of the Beal Building Committee is being conducted remotely consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12, 2020, due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of COVID-19 virus. The order, which you can find posted with agenda materials for this meeting, allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely, so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. Ensuring public access does not, however, ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will not feature public comment. For this meeting, the Beal Building Committee is convening by Google Meet, as posted on the town's website, identifying how the public may join. For Google Hangout meeting business, the ground rules are the following. We will now turn to the first item on the agenda. Before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to ensure accurate meeting minutes. I, as chairman, will introduce each board member or staff member who has the lead role in the particular item associated with the item on the agenda. After they conclude their remarks, I will then go down the line of members. If there are any questions, comments, what have you, I will then call the members for motion, and then for a second, as we've done in the past, we will ask Sandy to make the motion and Kevin to second it. Please hold until your name is called. In the event there's a list of people asking questions. Further, please remember to mute and unmute your phone by pressing *6, or mute your computer when you are not speaking, so as not to trigger your camera feed or background noise. The first item of the business this evening is to accept the minutes of November 24, 2020. Any comments or edits to be recommended? Not seeing any. Is there a motion?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor shall signify by saying aye when I call the roll call, which I just knocked myself out of course. I think by now I might have a better grasp of this. So the roll call. Sandy Fritz.
Aye.
Aaron Boucher.
Aye.
Keith Baldinger.
Aye.
Bob Cox.
Aye.
Patrick Collins.
Aye.
Christopher Girardi.
Aye.
Kevin Mizikar.
Aye.
Joseph Sawyer.
Aye.
James Kane, aye. We're all unanimous. The project financial documentation review. 3A, review and act on Fontaine Brothers, Inc. change order 005 dated December 8th, 2020 in the amount of $11,191. Increase to the GMP, draw down on owner's contingency. Kevin, would you like to walk us through this? Any comments?
We have thoroughly reviewed the change orders, as have the OPM, PMA, and the architectural team, and find them to be in order. I don't know if Walter wanted to provide any details on the change order specifically.
Walter?
Nothing in specifics. I'll note that we are in a great place contingency wise, as well as GNP contingency and holds and allowance wise, moving towards the last 6 months of construction and heading into getting ready to open the building. Just in a very, very good place at this point in time.
Right, thank you very much. Unless there is objection, I'm going to go 3A, 3B, 3C, act on all of them with one vote. Hearing no objection, we'll continue. 3B, review and act on Fontaine Brothers Incorporated change order 005A dated December 8th, 2020. 0 increase to the GMP, a drawdown on existing GMP allowances and holds. Walter?
Yes.
Anything you'd like to say?
Oh, that was specific. The first one was for 5A. Nope, just same as well. I think we're in a great spot on both of these, and hopefully we have no surprises as we're out of the ground and just in good shape again.
Great, thank you. We'll now review and take final action on the following bill schedules and warrants. Fontaine Brothers Incorporated, requisition number 22, $3,545,702. LPAA Inc. invoice 1717-2011 for $69,545. PMA Consultants LLC invoice 04110-42 for $56,314.58. AppGeo invoice 21613, $18,800. Are there any questions or comments from members of the building committee? Not hearing any. Do we have a motion regarding the acceptance and approval of 3A, 3B, and 3C?
So moved.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve. Ms. Fritz?
Aye.
Aaron Boucher?
Aye.
Keith Baldinger?
Aye.
Bob Cox?
Aye.
Patrick Collins?
Aye.
Christopher Girardi?
Aye.
Kevin Mizikar?
Aye.
Joseph Sawyer?
Aye.
James Kane? Aye. We're unanimous. Moving on to item 4, here reports, review, and act on the following matters. Report from the owner's project manager regarding project financials. Deb?
Yes, so the budget summary remains the same as last month. We don't have any additional amendments to LPA's contract or PMA's contract. We have not included change order 5 in this budget summary because it was just approved right now. So the only delta is the invoices cost through November, which is $52,956,294. which gives us a balance to finish of $39,055,865. That brings us to the PFA bid amendment number 1 dated July 1st of $92,002,159 for the overall project budget. Encumbered costs remain the same, as I mentioned. It does not reflect any pending pay costs because what happened is we had a meeting, school building committee on the 25th. Our pro pay reimbursement in October was on the 27th. And then in lieu of submitting that and the pro pay from the invoices improved at the 11/24 meeting, I spoke with Kim Fitzpatrick, and what we decided to do is we'll wait until we get through this meeting, and what we will do, our next pro pay, which will be completed in this month, December, we will include the September 2020 invoices approved at the 10/27 meeting. We will approve the October 2020 invoices approved at the 11/24 2020 meeting, and these November invoices approved today. And we will get all up to date in our pro pay in December through November of 2020, which is the best we can do, which is actually appropriate because we won't be doing December invoices till January. So
Thank you, Deb. Any comments or questions from members of the committee? Not seeing anything. Walter, anything to add from your perspective?
No, I think Deb did a great job on that, covered everything and brought everyone up to speed.
As she does at every meeting. Thank you, Deb. 4B, report from the architect, project update. Sean?
Good evening. Thank you for having us. As you saw from the last rec, Fontaine Brothers is billing for about 63% of the overall construction budget. I'm going to share a flyover. Once again, thanks to Keith Baldinger's group for coordinating these flyovers and allowing us to share them with you all tonight. So what you're seeing here, this was actually taken 2 days ago. Everyone can see, correct?
Yep.
All right, awesome. So as you'll see, there's a lot more done. So all the exterior brick masonry is now complete. A majority of the rough grading is now complete. As you can see, the binder course for the entire site, loop road, main parking lot, paved play area are all finished. I'd say about 80–90% of the windows are installed. Those are the green windows, the aluminum windows. Curtain wall, we are probably about 80–90%. Those are the gray windows that you'll see set in the metal panels and the stair towers. So as you're seeing, a majority of the metal panel finishes, which is the tannish olive color finish you're seeing, is done with the exception of the corners and the roof edge. So we're pretty well buttoned up and prepared for the winter. As you can see in the lower foreground there, that's the handicap accessible walk up to the southern playground area. Those are some seat walls for the students to hang out on, watching kids just hanging out during the summer. You can see here, this is the tiered main parking lot where staff and visitors will park with handicap spots, electric vehicle spots, and we even have some electric charging stations. On the right-hand side of the screen, we see the mounds of dirt. That is where the athletic field will be. It's large enough for youth soccer. And as we're coming around, what's in the foreground, that single story, that is where the kindergarten wing is, if you recall. This is a look at one of the end of the wings, panning by. That's the end of the B wing. You're seeing the courtyard where the butterfly grove would be. The large, here is the seat wall for the outdoor classroom up by the major beech tree up top. What you saw earlier was the media center in that courtyard. Views out to the east over the Worcester Hills. You know, the views are ever changing and are absolutely fantastic from the site. Fall foliage, from just really being able to see out through everything during the winter, and then the full lush green during the spring and summer. As mentioned previously, we're very excited about the overall landscaping package and the concepts that we've been able to integrate into the site. As you know, we have garden beds that are accessible for students of all abilities, sizes, age, in the southwest corner of the site. And additionally, the plantings are really going to sit nicely in this kind of pastoral setting that you guys here have at the former Glavin Center site. This is the main entrance. As you can see, the canopy is now in, the precast bases are now in, and eventually that will get cladded with a transparent polymer material that will allow light to come in. So it's never going to become a kind of dark drab entry underneath a large canopy. It's going to be very kind of bright and uplifting. And then we also have lights even during the night that will reflect up and actually act as beacons to guide people into the building. So here you're seeing some stills. This is looking southeast. This is looking west. This is looking northeast. And this
John,
here.
John, I have a question. Is that jute wrap, or is that grass that was put down back on the main hill?
So on this one here.
Yeah, where it's lighter.
Where it's lighter, it is, it was seeded, it is jute mat, you see. So there was jute mat used even on the greener, lusher slopes on the right side by the major tree. It's just been more established. It was put in earlier, and they were able to finally finish out fine grade and place topsoil to get the rest of it in. So yeah, you're seeing a later germination there that in the lighter green. Yep.
Thank you very much. Comments, questions from members? Keith, thanks for doing that. These are very helpful. Any comments or questions? Sean, anything else?
That is all. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Report from the construction manager. Frank.
Yep. So pretty much same thing that Sean had to say. The video kind of tells the story of what's going on out there. We're continuing to wrap up the outside of the building in an effort to get everything condensed to the winter months. We'll be working inside. We have finishes going on the inside. Be happy to walk you folks through if any of you have time. But ceramic tile, painting, acoustic ceiling, millwork, these are all the activities that are happening inside, along with the mechanical systems are all in full gear. So we're pushing ahead and pushing for the end zone.
Frank, as you look at the next couple of months with the second wave occurring of COVID-19, what additional steps will you take, considering during the first wave you were for the most part working outside or in, a skeleton structure, not an enclosed structure? Can you walk the committee through any additional steps you're taking regarding air handling, limiting the concentration of construction workers within certain areas, et cetera.
So as the governor changes the steps, we have to follow those steps. We continue to make sure that all participants on site have proper masks. We continue to monitor the social distancing. If somebody comes down with COVID or a family member comes down with COVID, we go back to the COVID tracking. But obviously, they're removed from the project until they can test where they are negative. And it did go up. We did notice there are a few more. We were really fortunate seeing some of the other projects that got hit early on. We've been really lucky with what's going on our site with regards to COVID. Expecting to see a continued spike as Christmas rolls along here, and then we're hoping that it tapers back down.
Have you seen any impacts on the supply chain regarding any materials to date?
No, the only thing that, when I keep talking about it, was the guardrail, which in that video you see being installed. So that was good. The thing that was on my mind is we had some playground equipment that was from Germany, and that actually landed on site ahead of time. So we sent the note out a while back. Actually, it was Dave Jr. that had the foresight to think about inauguration, COVID. We sent out another email blast to all the subcontractors just saying, if there's anything you need on site, we have plenty of room. Let's get it out there. We'll figure out the storage. And so far, so good.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Keith, everything going well as you would like to see it, considering you'll be responsible for it?
Yes, it's been about a week or two since I walked through the building, but it's pretty amazing. I think a lot of good work is happening there, and one of the wings. It's there's paint and tile on the walls. I mean, they're putting cabinets in. It's coming along nicely.
Great. Chris and Joe, you continue to be pleased with the progress?
We think it's an outstanding project. We're very pleased with the progress that's been made, and it's really shaping up to be a real highlight in a difficult year. But I'll defer to Mr. Collins and Mr. Girardi about any other specifics they might have.
This is Chris Girardi. I'll agree with what Dr. Sawyer with Mr. Baldinger shared. We've had the opportunity to walk a number of administrators through the building to give them a tour and show them progress, and lots of great feedback. It looks like a large building from the outside, but feels very intimate and inviting on the inside, with lots of views from pretty much anywhere you would go in the building. So very pleased with the feedback we're getting from our team.
Great. Patrick?
Mr. Kane, I would just add two things. One is with respect to the flyover, just continue to be impressed with the level of organization of the job site and the cleanliness. And I actually thought, looking at like the southeast portion of the flyover, I thought it was airbrushed. It looked so clean. So anyway, kudos to Fontaine Brothers for maintaining the site in that fashion. I think it does help with the work and the professionalism of the work every day. I will say, secondly, that in terms of the furniture, fixtures, and equipment, that the school folks have been working with LPA's subconsultant, Blue Line Design, and going through the procurement process there has been very well organized and orderly. And right now, things with respect to FF&E, again, right now we're on budget, and we plan to start placing some furniture orders either later this month or early January to provide sufficient lead time, and so that things can be delivered on schedule. So all of that stuff, kind of the next phase, if you will, which I'm sure we'll talk about more later, is been a lot of work behind the scenes, and will start to happen soon as well.
Great. Any other comments from members of the committee? If there are not, then I think it would be in order to accept a motion to adjourn after acknowledging we will get back on our second Tuesday meeting scenario, fourth, on January 26, 2021, 6 p.m. Still work for everybody? I'll take that as a yes. Very good. Well, I hope everyone has a great and restful holiday. Happy New Year. And could I have a motion to adjourn?
Moved.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. Ms. Fritz?
Aye.
Aaron Boucher?
Aye.
Keith Baldinger?
Aye.
Bob Cox?
Aye.
Patrick Collins?
Aye.
Christopher Girardi?
Aye.
Kevin Mizikar?
Aye.
Joseph Sawyer?
Aye.
James Kane, aye. We stand adjourned until Tuesday, January 26, 2021, 6 p.m. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Aye.